What's going on, everyone? Burbank Aviation here, and welcome back to another video. Today we have the September 2023 Windsor Locks International Airport update. We got a lot to go over in today's video with a new returning route, aircraft changes, and all sorts of stuff to go over in today's video. I really hope you guys enjoy. If you do, please make sure to like and subscribe, as it really help me out. I just want to thank you all so much for 600 subscribers. It really has been an awesome journey getting to here, and I'm super excited to see where we go forth on this channel. Definitely been a big help recently. The jump from 5 to 600 went by extremely quickly. 500 sub special was only about 2.5 weeks ago, which is absolutely crazy. But do appreciate all the support I'm getting from you guys. But anyways, let's just get started. We're going to start down over here with our cargo section, where we have our usuals for today. The FedEx 767-300F is going to be heading on over to Minneapolis after, Memphis. I said Memphis. Oh God, Memphis after arriving in from Indianapolis. The UPS 767-300F is going to be heading on over to Louisville after arriving in from Ontario. And then the UPS 757-200 is going to be heading on over to Chicago Rockford after arriving in from Philadelphia. There we go. The JetBlue A321 here is in the present tail. He is filling in for the A320 as always. And he is going to be heading on over to, we'll say Fort Lauderdale after arriving in from near LaGuardia there. And then the JetBlue A321neo in the balloon's tails, once again filling in for an A320. This guy's going to be heading on over to Los Angeles after arriving in from, we'll say San Juan. There we go. The Sun Country 737-800 here in the 40 years of flight sticker with the split skin guitars is currently pulling into gate 7 after arriving in from one of 2 weekly services out to Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport. This has been pretty consistent and very nice seasonal service that I love to have out of here with the Sun Country flight. Love to see it go year round, but definitely very awesome to see right here. The Delta 717-200 is currently here in gate 9. This guy's going to be heading on over to Detroit for us today after arriving in from Minneapolis. Both those services are doing really well. Minneapolis getting pretty much 3 daily, except for Tuesday, Wednesday goes down to a 2 daily. We're getting 1 707 and then 2 A320s, and like I said, Tuesday, Wednesday, one of those A320s goes away. So very nice job right there. And then Detroit's actually doing fairly well. Got a 4 daily out there, and then Saturdays we are getting that 3 daily, losing our CRJ flight. So that's still 2 very good services right there, and very nice to see them right there. We got a double Delta here, so we got the CRJ 700 going to be heading out to New York LaGuardia, one of 3 daily services, still not having a Saturday service. I don't know why. So we are getting, it is 6 weekly flights, but on the days we are flying, it is a 3 daily service on that CRJ 900, which is crazy. So I don't know why they haven't done anything with that Saturday flight. At first it was understandable because it was just 1 daily. Now we've moved up to 3 daily flights each and every day. So it doesn't make sense why they're not flying that Saturday flight. So I'll have to look more into that, but definitely interesting. And then this Delta 737-900 is obviously going to be heading out to Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport as always. 5 to 6 daily depending upon the day. Very nice services right there. Predominantly that 6 daily, getting 5 daily on those Fridays and Saturdays though. And then that Frontier A320neo right there is in the Poppy the Prairie Dog livery. He's going to be heading on over to Raleigh-Durham, one of 2 weekly services, which is one of the services that did go down. Got hit hard by September at this airport. Lots of ups, though, so we'll be definitely talking about those. But quite a few downs here. But this guy's going to be heading on over to Raleigh-Durham after arriving in from Orlando. Move on over here, too. This side, so we can hit up these 2 Southwest aircraft. The 737-700 and the Colorado 1 livery is going to be heading on over to Baltimore after arriving in from Denver. Denver is a 1 daily service, and then Baltimore getting 5 daily on those weekday flights, and then 4 daily on the weekends. So super awesome right there. And then the 800 right here for Southwest and the Heart 1 livery is going to be heading on over to Chicago Midway after arriving in from Tampa. Chicago Midway is a 2 daily, and then Tampa is a 1 daily with 2 daily flights on that Saturday, which is super, super awesome. And then we got the Southwest 77 MAX 8 right here. This guy's currently taxiing out to the runway for the flight on over to, we'll say Nashville after arriving in from Orlando. Nashville is a 1 daily flight as well, and then Orlando is a 1 daily flight with a 2nd daily flight on Saturday, just like Tampa, so that's super awesome. right there. You got the United 77 Max 9 right here. This guy's going to be making it on over to the 1 daily flight out to Denver. You're getting an A320 on the Sunday. Besides that, that is still on the 737-9GR, which is super, super awesome. More news for United, which we will go over towards later in the video. And then this E170 right here is flown in for the Skywest E175. This guy's going to be heading on over to... sorry, not Skywest, Mesa. This guy's going to be heading on over to Washington Dulles, one of 4 daily flights out there now, which is super awesome. Getting quite a few mainline there, mainline every day. On the weekends, we're getting one A319, and then the weekdays, we're getting an A319, A320, and then even on Fridays, we're getting a 737-900, which is super awesome right there. The American 737-800 is currently going to be heading on over to Chicago O'Hare after arriving in from Dallas-Fort Worth. Dallas is a 2 daily, and Chicago O'Hare is a 3 daily most of the time, and then Tuesdays and Saturdays, we're getting 2 daily, losing one of our Envoy E175 flights there. But besides that, we're getting 2 E175 flights, like I said, operated by Envoy, and then a 737-800 flight, which is super awesome right there. The American A321 here is going to be heading on over to Charlotte Douglas International Airport, as always. One of 5 daily flights heading out there. That's something I did forget to update. So we are getting 4 daily flights on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and then 6 daily flights on Sunday, Monday, and then Thursday and Friday. When we go down to that 4 daily, we are dropping 2 of those 77 flights, so it is 2 77s, 2 A321s right there. So very nice service so far right there. The American E145 here is flying for Piedmont for us today. As always, going to be heading out to one of 3 daily services out to Philadelphia. That is super awesome to see right there. Sorry about that. One of 3 daily services out to Philadelphia. Super awesome. We are getting a mainline flight here for that service on Sunday. But still super awesome to see that the E145s here are still here. And that's definitely awesome to see. I love the E145 out of here. We got that American 737-800. This guy is currently going to be taxiing out to the runway for the flight on over to Miami on the turnaround service. That is a 1 daily 737-800 and a super awesome service out of here. Super, super cool to see. The American A319 is currently here in the winglets. This guy's going to be heading on over to Washington Reagan for us today. We are getting these A319 flights every day except on Saturdays. Besides that, a CRJ and Embraer dominated series. Those CRJ 700s flying in for PSA, and then the E175s for Republic right there. The United A319 is currently taxiing on into the gate after arriving in from that is our Chicago O'Hare flight, 1 of 3 daily flights heading out there. So that's super awesome. Chicago O'Hare, some really good consistency out of here. So super excited to see what they do in the future. And then here, finishing up the terminals, we got the 2 Breeze aircraft. Lots of news for Breeze for this update. The A220-300 is going to be heading on over to Jacksonville after arriving in from New Orleans. And the E195 is going to be heading on over to Charleston on the turnaround service. And then finally, to finish off today's video, we got this NetJets Bombardier Challenger 300. He's going to be heading on over to Teterboro after arriving in from a definitely new one for us, Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport right there. So that's about it for the aircraft. We got a lot to go over in terms of new news here. So let's start it off here with Southwest Airlines. So Southwest, quite a bit of news here. So Baltimore is now on 4 daily on those weekends, so nice to see a little bit of increased frequency right there. That's up from a 3 daily. Chicago Midway is now a 2 daily, fully throughout the week. We were getting a 1 daily flight on Saturdays, 2 daily throughout the entire week now, which is super awesome. Orlando is down 1 flight. So we were getting on Saturdays 2 daily. We were getting 3 daily flights, now 2 daily, and then Sundays through Fridays. Now 1 daily flight down from a 2 daily flight. Denver is now a 1 daily on that Saturday service from a 2 daily. And then Fort Lauderdale, sadly, that seasonal service has ended along with Fort Myers, both of our seasonal Southwest services out of here. So I'm really hoping I'm really looking forward to those returning as we get back around to the spring and summer months next year. But definitely will be awesome to see when those come back. Next up here, we got Frontier Airlines here. So Frontier San Juan is now on a 3 weekly, huge drop down from once daily, and then Raleigh Durham is a 2 weekly down from 3 weekly. So once again, Frontier hit hard by coming here into September. Like I said, as the holidays start coming around, I think it'll start going up a little bit. Air Canada has some really nice news. I know we haven't really talked about them much recently, but Air Canada, their CRJ flight, now on a CRJ 900, that's up from a CRJ 200, which is super awesome to see that bigger aircraft. Maybe one day get some mainline in here, but still very nice job right there. Delta up here next, not much news here besides that LaGuardia service going up to a 3 daily CRJ 900, super awesome. JetBlue here to cover next with that 1 daily flight on Tampa that's down from a 2 daily flight. So it definitely sucks to see that we lost one of those flights once again due to September coming in, nothing big happening this month. So definitely down, but still very nice to see that flight out to Tampa. American, got a decent chunk of news here. So we got American Airlines. Dallas is down to 1 daily flight on Saturdays from a 2 daily. Philadelphia is now up to a 3 daily flight, which is super awesome throughout the entire week. And then Washington Reagan, we are getting now one mainline flight Sundays through Fridays, which will replace one of the regional jets. Breeze, the second to last airline we have news to go over on. Lots of changes here for Breeze, ups and downs, mainly downs though. So Charleston, now a 4 weekly down from 1 daily. Jacksonville, a 4 weekly as well, down from 5 weekly. Norfolk is now 2 weekly, down from 4 weekly. Richmond, one of the 3 good news here for Breeze, up to a 3 weekly, that's from a 2 weekly. Vero Beach, a very surprising one, up to 3 weekly from 2 weekly. Tampa, down to 2 weekly from 3 weekly. And then Columbus is now on an A220-300, which is super awesome. That was an E190 service, so super awesome to see right there. But by far, the best news so far is United is resuming their regional service out to Houston Intercontinental. This will be a year-round service starting on March 31st, 2024. This will be on a regional jet. I will have to see what they're planning to do in terms of what they're flying, consistency, stuff like that. But I do know they announced this probably about 2-3 weeks ago from now. So it starts March 31st, like I said, and it will be a year-round regional service. So super excited to see that. It'll be the 4th United destination along with Denver, O'Hare, and Dulles. So super awesome to see right here. Maybe we could see Newark on like a CRJ 700, CRJ 200, small aircraft, maybe even an E175. But I'm still fine with everything we got so far. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope if you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, as it really helped me out. And I'll see you all in the next one.